Hello traders, Doc here. New week started and let's see what happened so far. Also, sorry about my voice. I'm a little bit sick, but I'm feeling fine. I'm sure it will be over in a few days. But right now, let's focus on charts. It's Friday right now and we took 6 trades so far. So let's review these trades and also let's review some of the opportunities that I missed. So this Monday we had Labor Day. So US and Canada banks were on holiday and we didn't take any trades. There is only one good opportunity that I noticed and that I missed, unfortunately. And that is on Euro-Dollar 5-minute time frame. Here we can see that market opened. And in this Asian session, we basically have this consolidation. After that, we can see that price retested this consolidation area with this bearish move. At this point here, we can say that bears started to lose the power because we can see these multiple bullish weak rejections. Price retested this zone here and we also had stochastic RSI buy indication. Then we can see the price formed this very strong bullish candlestick and eventually it continued to go up with this very aggressive bullish move. After that, we can see that price formed this pullback to retest this minor demand zone. And it retested it with this bullish engulfing candlestick formation. As we can see, price didn't go up immediately, but we can see that it eventually formed double bottom chart pattern. So price went back to test this low and it tested it with another very strong bullish engulfing candlestick formation. We also had stochastic RSI buy indication, so this here was a great place to enter a buy trade and catch this bullish move. As I said, unfortunately I missed this trade. And actually this is the first trade that I took on Euro-Dollar this week. As we can see, unfortunately it didn't work out, but let me explain this trade now. First, we have this very aggressive bearish move, so obviously we want to look to sell. Price formed this pullback but failed to break this zone, and this zone basically became a resistance. It continued to go down with this another strong bearish move and eventually it formed this bullish pullback. We can see that bulls lost the power here, and also we can say that price retested this previous low. So then price formed this very strong bearish engulfing candlestick formation and we also had stochastic RSI sell indication. So at this point I said, okay, we have reasons to believe that price will continue to go down, so I decided to enter a sell trade and put stop loss above these candlesticks. Price started to go up, but then again it formed nice bearish candlestick. And here I decided to keep this trade because it looked very nice to me and I still believed that there is a high chance that price will continue to go down. Eventually price formed this bullish move that stopped me out and this trade ended with loss. We can actually see that price tested this resistance zone that I previously mentioned and also formed this very nice bearish candlestick formation, and again we had stochastic RSI sell indication. So this place here was also a solid place to enter a sell trade, but I didn't want to trade because I just lost one and I didn't want to rush immediately into another trade and risk to lose again. So I skipped this trade, but it was a solid opportunity to enter here and put stop loss above this resistance zone and aim for a risk reward ratio 1:2. Right now I have another Euro-Dollar trade active and as we can see it's in profit right now. So let's see why I decided to buy here. First what we have is this bullish move and then price formed bearish pullback. It retested this previous high and we also had stochastic RSI buy indication. Unfortunately I wasn't there to enter here, which was a great entry opportunity. Price then formed another very aggressive bullish move and then this bearish pullback. Again it retested this previous high and we also had stochastic RSI buy indication. We can see here slow moves and eventually this stronger bullish candlestick. So once I spotted that, I decided to enter a buy trade and put stop loss below this zone here. We can see that price is currently going up, so I will likely move stop loss to break even to protect this trade from loss. So basically what we have here is a simple higher highs and higher lows structure. Price retested previous high, it formed this strong bullish candlestick and we also had stochastic RSI buy indication. Hopefully price will continue to go up to hit our take profit or at least end in profit. With Euro British Pound we took 2 trades this week and this is the first one. As we can see it ended in loss. The reason why I decided to buy here is because we have this aggressive bullish move here and after that price formed series of higher highs and higher lows. So once price formed this new higher low with very strong bullish engulfing candlestick formation and also stochastic RSI buy indication, I decided to enter a buy trade. I expected that this trade will end at least at break even, but unfortunately very quickly after my entry price went down. Now if you look at 15-minute time frame, we will actually see that my mistake was the fact that I entered too late. We have this very aggressive bullish move here. Price then formed this pullback and then another bullish move. But this bullish move here is not as strong as this one here. First bullish move here was very aggressive and then price formed pullback and the second bullish move, but we can see that bulls started to lose the power because they actually formed bullish move like this. So intensity of this move is not as strong as the intensity of this move here. We had stochastic RSI sell indication, but I decided to enter a buy trade. So I made a mistake here by entering too late and unfortunately I had to pay my price. But I quickly recovered with this new Euro British Pound trade. So what we can see here is this bearish move. Price formed series of lower highs and also lower lows. Eventually it formed this very aggressive bearish move but pullback occurred to retest this consolidation area. I marked this zone as a potential bearish zone, and once price tested that zone, I decided to enter a sell trade. This pullback here was not very slow, but I expected to see bearish continuation, and still I decided to enter a sell trade. So price formed this bearish reaction, and we also had stochastic RSI sell indication, so I decided to enter a sell trade here. I put my stop loss above this zone and aim for a risk-reward ratio 1 to 2. We can actually see that price formed this bearish move to hit or take profit here. I didn't want to keep this trade overnight, so I decided to close it here at 10 pips in profit. So this was a nice trade. You can say that I made a mistake by closing this trade, but I didn't want to keep this trade overnight and to risk a potential reversal or a break even. And also I wanted to close in profit because previously we had this negative trade, and I just wanted to close this trade in profit so we can quickly recover from previous loss. So that's why I closed it here, and I'm okay with that. It ended in profit, and that's all what matters. The best trade that we took so far is this British pound Swiss franc trade. And let me explain this trade. So first we have this very aggressive bullish move. Price then formed this bearish pullback that lost the power here and retested this previous high. After that we can see this very nice bullish engulfing candlestick formation, and we also have stochastic RSI buy indication. Unfortunately I missed this trade here, and I was able to spot this only once price formed this bearish pullback again. So here I was like, okay, if price forms another strong bullish pressure, I will enter a buy trade here. And that is exactly what happened. Price formed this very strong bullish candlestick, and I decided to enter here, as you can see. I put my stop loss below this zone and aim for a good risk-reward ratio 1 to 2. As we can see, price formed this very nice bullish move and easily hit our take profit. So this is beautiful trade, and we gained plus 26 pips in profit, and this is our best trade so far. As you can see, I used my simple strategy with aggressive bullish move, slow bearish pullback, bullish reaction, strong reaction to a previous key zone or key level, and also stochastic RSI signal. As you can see, this strategy works. Not every time, of course. There is no strategy that works 100% of the time, but this one is actually very good, and with this strategy on 5-minute time frame, I found very good success. This strategy works very nice, and I will try to build it, improve on this strategy, and keep it for now because I had some great profits with this strategy. I also took this trade on my FundedNext account. I worked with a few other prop firms, but FundedNext is simply the best. The experience that I had here is far better than I had with other prop firms. They offer different account types and different sizes that you can check here. So here you can check all the challenges. They have Stellar 1 and 2 step account, Stellar Lite and Stellar Instant account. And Stellar Instant doesn't have any challenge phases, and also no profit targets. For other accounts you can check all the rules here, and also what's very important here is that you can trade news and also hold the positions over the weekend. You can also use expert advisors and trade copiers except for Stellar Instant account. So make sure to follow these rules, and if you complete the challenges for the Stellar and Stellar Lite accounts, you will then become FundedNext trader and split up to 90% of your profits. But with Stellar Instant you don't have to pass any challenges, but the only rule here is 6% trailing stop loss. If you're interested to become FundedNext trader, check the link in the description or contact me anytime for more information. Good luck, traders. One more trade that we took this week is New Zealand dollar Japanese yen trade. And here we can see that trade. So what we have here is this aggressive bearish move. Price formed this pullback to retest this previous low, and we also had stochastic RSI sell indication. Also, I expected to see bearish move for New Zealand dollar, and that's another reason why I decided to enter a sell trade, but as we can see, price started to consolidate, and I decided to close this trade at break even here. I didn't want to hold this trade, especially overnight, because this is not what you want to see when you enter a trade. When you enter a sell trade, you want to see nice bearish move, or as we saw on British pound Swiss franc trade, I enter a buy trade and price formed very nice bullish move. So when you enter a trade, you don't want to see consolidation like this, and you don't want to see series of strong bullish and bearish candlesticks and also weak rejections. That is what happened here, and that's why I decided to close this trade. Now I also want to mention this trade that I missed, unfortunately, on US dollar Canadian dollar. So what we can see here is this aggressive bullish move and then slow bearish pullback. Price tested this previous low and formed this very aggressive bullish candlestick. We also had stochastic RSI buy indication, so this here was a great place to enter a buy trade and put stop loss below these candlesticks. Unfortunately, I missed this trade, and also I missed this one here. Again, we can see this bullish continuation with another very strong bullish move. Price then formed this bearish pullback that retested this previous high. It retested it with nice bullish engulfing candlestick formation, and we also had stochastic RSI crossover. We didn't have stochastic RSI buy signal, but that is secondary. First we have to focus on price action, and stochastic RSI can just give us additional reason. This time we didn't have stochastic RSI buy signal, but we had this nice crossover here. and mainly we had this nice reaction to this previous high. So this here was another very good place to enter a buy trade and put stop loss below these candlesticks and aim for risk reward ratio 1:2. So this Tuesday, unfortunately, I missed these two great trades on US dollar, Canadian dollar. But it is what it is, you just don't think about this too much and you focus on your next trade. There is also one more analysis that I want to share with you, and this is silver daily time frame. So everybody is talking about gold and Bitcoin right now, but I noticed that silver is making very strong bullish moves. As we can see, price broke all these previous resistance zones and it formed this nice aggressive bullish move. So right now, ideally, what we want to see is a slow bearish pullback and test of this previous resistance zone. Also, we have this bullish trend line that connected all these previous higher lows, and it would be great to see bearish move, bullish reaction to this confluence zone, and then bullish continuation. So potentially this place here or reaction to this 39 zone can be a very good place to enter a buy trade and catch this uptrend. So this is just one long-term idea for silver, and if you trade silver, you can mark this as a potential plan to enter a buy trade. Now let me show you what happens when you don't follow your plan. This is Australian dollar, US dollar 15-minute time frame, and here we can see this very aggressive bullish move. Price then formed this pullback to retest this high, and we can see that it formed nice bullish reaction, and we also had stochastic RSI buy indication. But the problem here is this very aggressive bearish move. So this pullback here is not slow like this, for example. It is very impulsive like this. So the difference between this move and this move is very big. So no wonder that this trade looks bad, because this bearish move is very aggressive. It's not slow, and this is a mistake here. So it's very important to spot this and understand why slow moves like this and slow pullbacks like this are much better to trade than impulsive moves like this. And finally, I want to show you this analysis on New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen day 1 time frame. We can see here that price reacted to this major resistance level, and then it formed this series of lower highs and lower lows. But if you look at these bearish moves, you will see that these moves are very aggressive and very strong, unlike these bullish pullbacks that are very, very slow. For example, we can see here that it took 1 day for the price to go from here to here, and then it took 11 days for the price to go up to test this level here. So it took 11 bullish days to cover same distance that it took only 1 bearish candlestick to cover. This clearly indicates that bulls are not in control, and we also have these bearish wick rejections, and we have stochastic RSI sell indication. For the next week, I will look for the opportunities to sell this pair. Hopefully this video helped you to understand market better, and if you did, please like and subscribe so we can continue to make more. Trade healthy, traders, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.